Hello and welcome. My name is Eric, and today I'll be commentating over the build called the Club Calypso. So initially, this started out as, you may have already saw, it was a really small map at the start. It was supposed to be something really quick and easy to do, but it obviously turned into something much, much bigger than I ever expected it to be. My initial goal was, okay, just make what I had originally just a little bit nicer. And then I was like, it'd be cool though if I had some if water was a central focus, because initially this map was called the Shy Mermaid, which is like a location in the main campaign that the characters are going to go to the very next video that comes out for the series. And I was like, oh, might as well, update that while also making a map to release. That way it looks nice when I actually use it for the channel, right? Well, I don't know if I can use it now. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can use it for the next episode because they're only going to be there for 10 minutes in game, you know what I mean? It's really sad because it's a really nice fucking map. So I think what I'm going to do is probably, again, I think that's why I changed the name to, well, I also wanted a cooler name than just the Shy Mermaid. So I wanted something really dope. So yeah, I changed it to Club Calypso. Oh my God. And then, yeah, I'm going to have to go back and just redo that other map again and hopefully don't let things get out of hand like this one. So you can see I'm trying to cheat right now and just use the pools use the little hot tubs I already had. But you can see I'm struggling with it because it's just not looking right. I wasn't happy with it. And I was even going in and manually readjusting everything. Eventually I decided that, this needs to be the central focal point to the whole thing where patrons can sit around the water and whatnot. And right now I'm trying to create the illusion of depth, which is to, have the top water see-through and the bottom one solid. But I was having trouble with that. And I think part of it is because the token, I don't know if it was that token specifically or just the token in general, was just giving me a lot of trouble. Because messing with that later on, when I did get it to work, I didn't do anything differently. So it's really strange that that's the case. But however, I did find something I really liked. And here again, I'm already doing more and more of putting textures on other blocks like I did a lot. I started doing the last map. So yeah, I kind of already knew this is going to be a really awesome focal point for the whole thing. I don't know if, yeah, I think it was also this time I decided that I was going to use the, something to simulate, water falling. I really wasn't sure what yet, but that was the back of my mind, during all of this. And here's this is a different save file altogether. I jump back and forth because this little, I don't know what you'd call it. Just call it a small pool, right? Well, since it has a cover on top of the bottom one, which thinking about it now, I should have just levitated it in the air and then selected all the pieces individually and then saved it. But either way, it's a lot of hassle anyway, so whatever. All of my intricate pools and stuff like that will be in a different save file. That way I can just load it up, go in, grab it, pull it out, and then boom, bam, boom, paste it where we need to go. So I fucking love this game so much. But yeah, and then I settled on a dark brick color. I think this is a new asset I found. I don't know if I used that texture before, but this map, I estimated about 8 hours. I'm pretty sure I underestimated the time I spent making assets because I don't record that time. Excuse me. Drink some water. I don't record that time because it's usually me just browsing these royalty-free like picture websites, and then putting it into Photoshop, coming back in the game, fucking with it, making sure it all looks nice, saving it into my, folder, like all my saved objects folder, I guess. And then once I'm happy and I know it'll work, I'll even like build a wall and then come back, get ready to record, and like either leave the wall there or just tear it down and just do it again so you guys can see me do it. That happens a lot because I think even in this map, you'll see me like, because it's going too fast, but like I'll jump to and there'll just be shit built that you didn't get to see be built. But that's because I was testing it, and if I was happy with it, I leave it. But if I wasn't, then I got to keep working until I find something that makes me happy. That looks good. So, and right here is where I had the idea, like, okay, what if it's not one building, but it's several clustered together? And originally I thought, wouldn't it be cool if it was like just somewhere in the city, right, where you can just walk in down an alleyway or off the street and just kind of roll up in this place. It's kind of like a big, like there's a lot of different ways to get into this place. I don't know what you consider that type of bar, where they don't really have like a one way to get in. I think it has like 6 doors, and the doors are like not even solid doors, they're just like gates. And one would presume they're always open anyway because you have like the pool area and the patio and all that. So I wasn't really sure. I was just going crazy. I was like, you know what? This would be cool. Oh, look right here. I stack them on top of each other's heads in case any players who are using the map want to like sneak in, and they want to like, stand on each other's shoulders, that they get to do that. I don't know why I decided that was a good idea to test the height. I could have just raised one guy up from the other guy's height, but I decided to stack them. And these doors, hopefully it comes across, and what I was trying to go for, which these are new doors, by the way, is that I wanted, I see it a lot in movies where there's like a pool area next to like a little pool house or whatever, and there's like a little back gate or like a back door that has like the big, like that door right there, looks just like that door. Yeah, I see it a lot in movies, and I was like, that's perfect for like this pool area. It really is perfect. And this brick texture is also brand new. So, or if it's not new, no, it's new. It's new. So yeah, I was like, man, I need some fucking new texture. So I just sat there and, like I said, I'm pretty sure I just spent like a whole fucking day just doing texture work, which is, it's monotonous, I guess, if you don't enjoy it, but like it's pretty tedious because you're just, finding it, shaping it, putting it in Photoshop and then blah, 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 and then fucking put it in the game, make sure it works. Then you're jumping around managing like how you organize it in game and, what order you're putting it in your files. Because mine, I try to keep them pretty organized, and I think they're really fucking well done as far as just being organized in my personal file folders or whatnot. So I can always, if they ever go missing or whatever, aside from being backed up on like external hard drives, they're always easy to find on my computer. And this is, of course, like the big pool area anyway, which I was really, really happy how it turned out. Honestly, I don't think there's one area in this whole map that I was like so about. And that was because that's why it took so long, because I spent so much time, excuse me, I'm drinking water so much. I spent so much time just sitting there pondering, or I'll stop recording and I'll step away from my desk. I had to step away to refresh my mind and look at it with fresh eyes, because I knew that this is going to be like a dope as fuck map, but I wanted to make sure I did it right by my standards. So I was like, I would have like a mediocre idea for an area and be like, no, that just disrespects every other fucking cool area in this map. There's no way I can put a mediocre area in this bitch. So And there was just so, because I'm using I use literally the whole fucking table. So I'm like, no, it has to be rock solid from top to bottom. And I don't care how long it takes, and me just sitting there like debating and thinking and just brainstorming like what could go here, what could go there. So it took a long time. Jesus. And then that's not recorded in like the asset making thing or anything like that. That's just literally not recorded time. These are those gate doors I was talking about that guests can just kind of roll through. I wanted this place to seem really open and kind of fresh, and you got the running waterfalls and like all over the place. Obviously water was a central thing. At this point I didn't even think like to make it like an oceanside forest thing, you know? This was still like, oh, it's like downtown city and whatnot. Like that, the background was there for a long time until I changed it on like the last day of building. I was like, no, this deserves a brand new background as well. Oh, look, you can see me making, I'm trying to make a hot tub. So I'm trying to figure out which items work best for making a hot tub. I had a little bit of trouble, but I think I eventually came to the poker chip, which I don't remember which one, but a poker chip. And the sad part is I actually ended up making, I think, the best of all hot tub / pool / anything related to like circular shapes possible. Like on the final day of building, which is really disappointing. I mean, I could have gone back and changed it, but I also liked how the hot tub looked, the poker chip hot tub. And I really wasn't too upset with the fact that since it was tucked away in the corner, it really wasn't going to intrude or be too obtrusive to players. I'll explain that in a second. You see when I highlighted it right now? See how it has the green squares or like the green lines around the edges? Holy shit, the wrapping of this water bottle came off and touched my finger, and it scared the fuck out of me. Anyway, so yeah, the green lines, that actually represents, I don't think it's the case for all things, but in the case of like this, mostly I find it in like circular shapes especially, that is like the actual space it takes up, even though it's not shown by like polygons and what the fuck ever, right? Yeah, if you try and stand in those corners where those green lines kind of hover off into nowhere of the circular hot tub, you can even notice it like if you just open the map and just try and walk like along all the edges of the hot tub, you can't. So, by the way, if you want to get around that, just lock your character and then just move them with the move tool. It's not really too big of a deal. It's a small sacrifice for how neat it looks. Anyway. So yeah, see like that, right? Like you can't walk in there. It'll make your character either hover over it or just like fall over. So crazy thing though, right? Near the end of the map, which I'll talk about now, but we touch back on it later when it comes back up. Yeah, anyway, sorry. So I'm looking at this thing. It's mesmerizing. So what I did was I just see how like the water is just I don't know what it's called, like a token, I think. Basically, I just made a perfect circle in Photoshop and then put it in, and then it makes the circle. And then all I did was I think you fuck around with like how the game registers like which direction the shape is going by choosing how it stands up. I don't know. Don't remember all the details, but I do know I figured it out because what you do then is you just get your flat circle shape, and then just stretch that, boom, then you have like your cylinder. And I'm pretty sure I got it to work where it doesn't like revert back to its original size every time you fuck with it. So you can just like stretch that bitch all day and it'll just keep its shape. Anyway, with the way that that was made and for a reason, right? It's not like a token from the game. It's like a custom. I believe it's a token. It's a custom thing. Yeah, it shows the area just like the hot tub where you can't walk there, but you can actually walk through that area, which is really really cool. I'm sorry, I talk about the fucking circle thing for so long. It took so long to get to the point, but I have like 2 hours to talk, and I probably should talk slower. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, yeah, so it's especially noticeable like on that big water fountain because that's like a massive fucking circle. You can walk along all the edges, which is so fucking nice. Here's the bar I was working on. I believe the bar initially I put like see there's like a little hole over there for some people to walk in from the front side. But then I figured, why would you want to have patrons, why would you want to have them the ability to just walk into the bar? I know a lot of bars in real life are like that, where it's just like no doors, just massive, walking from either side, right? But I would never want that. Like if they want to get behind the bar, they have to climb over the fucking thing or come in through the like back door from like the office or something. That's what I did with this one. I think the back door leads to like the little walkway where it circles back to the pools or the billiards area, if I'm mistaken. I kind of came in at the last minute because I knew I wanted to use that nook for something, but I wasn't sure exactly what. That one was a noodle scratcher for a while. So I put coats ? For this room because I know I wanted it to be like a coat check. I didn't know like what the proper name was, and I wasn't sure what it was. And near the end, I googled like coat check room or some shit, and Google was like, "Do you mean cloak room?" And I was like, "What a fucking cool name, cloak room! That's the coolest shit ever." If they're not called that today, they should still be called, like, refer to them as the cloak room. It's fucking lit. Another thing I noticed, I don't really like making, I do sometimes, but I don't really like making too many bathrooms in my D&D maps just because I don't know if I want to just go full out with it and just make bathrooms and just say that like plumbing's just a thing. Like it's just a thing. I mean, I already have like the icebox thing explained, right? I mean, that's not a far-fetched thing to say that they have fucking plumbing. It's not. But I'm still on the fence though, it's not like it's a problem for me. It actually hurts me that I'm not building bathrooms because bathrooms are such a really dope-ass room to have in like tabletop role-playing games because it's that one room where you are your most vulnerable, or you can be, or it's the one room where you go to do cocaine, role-play wise at least, not real life cocaine. Or, it's the one place where you go and do a cool bathroom fight, or it's the one place that like someone's going to be alone and not too many people go in there. Or, want to go somewhere and like wash your face, puke, hang out in a stall. It's to see that's one place you can kind of get a little bit of privacy, a little bit. I don't know. Bathrooms are like a quintessential room for like dope role-playing game stuff. You can do a lot. But with the D&D maps, I'm not sure if I should just go full out like bathrooms on them or not. Leave a comment what's your thoughts on that? Putting bathrooms in like the D&D maps. Do you put bathrooms in your maps? I'm fucking genuinely curious what people do. I know like my entire life, we just never acknowledged using the bathroom. No, like, you know what I mean? Just never brought it up. I mean, and that most of the time that never comes up anyway, even when bathrooms are available. But even still, more so than anything with like with D&D, it's like, yeah, bathrooms, man. I don't know. But like I said, some of my maps do have fucking toilets and shit. I just was like, nah, this place has got to have a toilet or something. trying to find a better texture for the bar right now. And I settled on this one. Hopefully I make it darker. Maybe I'll leave it light. I don't know. It just looks too bright right now. It's like bugging me. I know I'm happy with the end result, whatever it ended up being, but it's like, yeah. I'm having the same fucking issues pop up as I'm seeing them, even though I already took care of them in the past. So yeah, this back area, I did not know I wanted it to like be elevated. Even I think it comes up like 2 levels. It's like flat, up a level, and then up another level. Which I'm so glad I had that idea because I think it looks like the coolest fucking area. But every area is fucking cool. Oh look, this is where I made the waterfall. What would you even call it? Like effect, right? So I just put 2 things, squished them, and then just put them in like a plus or an X fashion. I think it was like, yeah, more like a plus fashion, or a cross. Sorry if you can hear my water bottle, by the way. I have to drink water near constantly when I'm speaking like this, and I still haven't explained why, but I'll explain that maybe in a future video once we're back in full swing. Anyway, look, I'm making the tops to the water thing because I don't want you to see how gross it looks coming from nothing, which is still a valid build. I just wanted to be extra fancy. You know what I mean? And I wanted to make sure people understood. I don't even know if that comes across, but the water's flowing down, right? Because if it was shooting up, it would splash all over the patrons and be fucking a mess, right? And so hopefully that, hopefully you read it as a gentle stream of water falling down. Yeah. That's what I was going for. I just wasn't sure how fast to make them spin. So I'm still unsure about that. I ended up just settling with whatever they were. But yeah. Strangest thing too, right? So sometimes when I like load the map or whatever, even not when I'm just doing my thing, certain spinning waters would just stop spinning. So I'd have to left click them with the grab tool and they would just go back to spinning. And then that happened for a while. And then all of a sudden it just stopping. So, but I don't know. It's fucking weird as shit. This is my first time fucking with the spinning stuff in a map build though. And I was so happy how well it turned out. And I plan on using that so much. Once I was happy, figured out how to use it, I was like, my brain was exploding with ideas on what to make cool stuff spin, man. Like, I want to do so much with the spinning feature and all that shit. Oh my God. Anyway. But I first figured out how to do that with, because initially a long time ago when that first feature was put in, I was like, what the fuck am I doing with this? I don't know how to use this fucking tool. What? Joint, click, fix, joint, what? It does what? But I was messing with those guns, the Shadowrun gun set, 1. They came out before this video, shortly before this video. Yeah, I was holding the gun. I was holding the guns with just left click and then just holding Q or E to spin them. But it wasn't a central axis or pivot point. I don't know. Can't remember the right math term. It's a little bit late right now. But I can't, it doesn't. I think it's axis, right? It doesn't spin on a central axis. It just spins on, it's just kind of revolving around its area. So it's kind of doing this really weird whooshing motion that I just didn't. It looked like shit. I didn't like it. And I recorded every fucking gun like that. It was horrible. And then I looked at the end product and I was like, this is fucking terrible. I wonder if I can use that weird fixed joint thing. Maybe I can make them spin. And then what you see in that video is what the end result was. I did fuck up on a couple guns because if you notice in the video, they spin the opposite direction. It's because when I saved the gun image, I didn't put all the magazines uniform. In Photoshop, the gun's barrel's facing up and the magazine and handle are facing right. Well, the guns that were fucked up, I didn't think that was an issue. now I know, is that you got to make everything uniform. So those guns, they were facing barrel up, trigger and magazine left. So they would spin. So when you flip to them in the States, when they're spinning and I'm filming them, they would be upside down. So I had to go in and just fucking flip everything upside down. Hopefully it's still lined up. So the camera's a bit off. And then, record those separately. It was a pain in the fucking ass. But now that I know, I'm like, it's going to be fucking easy peasy. So. These are new too. There's so many new things. I don't think I really found like a great use for these yet, but I figured why not throw them up on top. Just, look nice. And look, there's that fucking refrigerator again. I promise you I'm not just trying to make Shadowrun maps and call them D&D. That's like, I would never do that. That's a scumbag fucking move. I genuinely, in my mind and heart, I make them for different games. I mean, you can use them in both games, which is a beautiful part, right? I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm gonna make a Shadowrun map, like, when I make a Shadowrun fucking map, and when I make a D&D map. Yeah, I have different assets for different things. I don't blend them too often unless I know, like, unless I get a little bit desperate and I know they would work in both ways. But yeah. Those are new assets, right? Check it out. That right there. But they're all under, like, if you pause the video or whatever, I'll just tell you, like, they're all saved under the Z rug. They're all considered rugs in my organization. But they're all, because I was desperate for rugs, right? I wanted more rugs, but there was just, like, hardly any rugs to find. I need to look harder, though. I know I didn't look hard enough, but yeah. So what they are just like tile floors. And I was like, these could look like rugs, but in the end, fuck no, they don't look like fucking rugs at all. Fuck no. So I was like, okay, you know what? These are just gonna be more floor textures that are under the rug category. So I gotta eventually go back and make sure those are not considered rugs anymore. I gotta make those. I think they're all just organized as just like texture 1 through number. So I gotta go back and fix that because that looks like ugly as fuck if I try and use this as a rug. I wanted to make new paintings for this one, but by the end of the whole thing, making new paintings was like the last thing on my list, and I was so behind schedule with this map per my personal schedule. I know it's not really a big deal, but I was like, there's no fucking way I'm gonna go take another fucking 4 hours to make new paintings. I have plenty of them already, and the paintings are like brand new anyway. So no, use the other paintings I just made. It's fine. Oh look, I tried to put like the little pink salmon motif tile in here too, but one, I didn't like how it looked in the end after I see how I fixed it and straightened it out. And two, it was a pain in the ass to set up, and I was like, fuck, my walls are a little crooked. Or the thing was, I'm not sure which one of them were crooked. But I think I'm starting to find like even a better way to keep walls straight up as well. Every time I make a map, I swear to God, I'm finding better and better ways to make maps. Like so many little things that I'm just noticing. It's like more efficient, quicker, easier. Also, this map, I stretched out a lot of couches, right? And eventually I was like, I need to just make a love seat couch preset saved in my thing. So I ended up I think by that I mean I stretched the couch to 2 squares instead of 3 or 1. No, I don't stretch it to 1. I actually made a separate couch for that. I mean, in Photoshop. So it's still the same fucking looking couch. Anyway, so yeah, I made that because in this one I was making a lot of like love seats or 2-seater couches, whatever, 2 square couches. And let's see, right here is where I'm trying to figure out how fast I should spin. I wasn't sure. And I wanted to, and still right now in my mind, this is still technically like a sports bar, I guess, where it's like, you know, pool tables and darts in the central area right in front of like the big cool water pool. But later on, I was like, no, this place has got to be fancy, or if not fancy, but like more serious. So all the stuff's still there. It's just you gotta go outside or to a different area to go do that. It's because I haven't ever been able to put any self-control to not make extravagant, like large fucking taverns or whatnot, right? Except for the other one that like my first tavern was like made a long time ago, and that was before I knew what the fuck I did. Anyway, at the point, so like my point is, I put a lot of like private areas in these taverns and like whatever, which I think is fucking dope, right? So you got your little private rooms, but you also got like a lot of really nice public spaces. But eventually I do need to just stop making so many fucking nice bars or like taverns or whatever, and just make a simple business where it's just, you know, little drinking area, little bar, little kitchen, and that's it. And the build will be fucking, you know, take me a day and a half's work. Look, I was like, ooh, what if I make this like sandy, like the beach? And I was like, that's fucking stupid. Why would you do that? This is that patio. But initially I was like, this is a really cool like wraparound, like texture to just cool, like boardwalk. Or I mean, in a literal sense. I know it's not actually a boardwalk, but like boards upon to walk, right? But then I was like, ooh, then it could be like a whole deck thingy. So that's what this is. Also, this is the first time where I was like, you know what? I need a goddamn. So let me put this cap on real quick. This bottle. Sorry to hear that. Anyway, I need to put a fucking campfire in this fucking game because I always need a good one. I never have a good one. So I was like, okay, 2 birds in 1 stone. Technically, like unlimited birds in 1 stone, right? Because it could be, I can make it like a huge fucking bonfire. I can make it just take out the wood, make it a big fire. I even made like internet player tokens as well. So like if I'm representing like fire spread, I can just walk the fire around like a character token. I digress, right? So yeah, I made that fire, so now I can do any size campfire, just whip it out, boom, you get a campfire, and it looks fucking nice. And I figured it'd be best to have it like a 3D fire, aside from like the trees I have. See, well, you may have saw one just now, but yeah, those trees are just like PNG images on all around the sides of a cube. And I tried it with a campfire, and it looked fucking awful. I was like, no, I need a 3D fire or campfire thingy. So I busted a 3D campfire in it. It looks fucking beautiful. I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud of like this whole map. This is a great fucking map. I can't get over it. I seriously can't get over it. I think when I finished it, I before I went to bed that night, I just left the game on, left the map open, and just looked at it for like 20 minutes. I think it was about 20 minutes. I just sat there, stood there, walked away, came back real quick, and just looked at the whole map. I was like, fuck. This is a long time coming for this map. This is a tough one. But tough in a good sense. It really made my noodle boil. I'm also really happy with that chain link fence thing, because making a chain link fence would be a bitch if it actually had like all the holes and stuff. So that texture is fucking genius. I love that texture so much. And it works out for like a grill too. What I need to do is make that, I cut out a circle of that texture and make like an actual like circular barbecue grill as well. Or like a propane rectangular one. Well, there you go. See, I gotta add it to the list. Next, I'll make like a legit barbecue pit set and everything too. Different types of barbecue pits, and I'll see if I can work that into one of the upcoming maps. Maybe, you know, get that out there. Because I was thinking about that today. I was like, should I be putting all these assets I'm making into just their own asset packs? And some part of me says I should, but then another part of me says, if people want to fucking use the assets I have, they can just load any one of my maps and just cannibalize the goddamn thing. I figured it'd be better, because if it catches your attention and you're like, ooh, I would love to have that, you can just take it. Just fucking take it. And here I'm trying to change the grid, because working with a wood texture like that, it has a bunch of like lines going in one direction, which makes it really hard to tell which lines are the fucking grid and which lines are the texture. And eventually I get the fucking bright idea, just change the grid color, because I swear I hate that about this game. They need to fucking fix that. All the slider bars, I don't know about all, but like I'd say like 90%, 95% of all slider bars in this game don't have any numbers or like, you know, incremental numbers to them, assigned to them. So it's a motherfucker to be like, oh, I love having my lift height or my camera speed at 52, 54. It's like, okay, I gotta just kind of eyeball this, eyeball that. It's like too much eyeballing for, I need precision numbers so I can just be like, yes, this is a good 64, and then boop. But no. Put in the fucking game. Please. I'm starting to see, here's where I get more comfortable. I'm like, you know what? And knuckle down and go find a grass texture that works, that looks good, really big and shit, right? It's gotta, you know, because it's gonna take up a lot of area. So I was like, okay, went, did that. I think it looks fucking great. I'm gonna use it a lot now. And now I just gotta make more textures like the grass. I have the grass now. I need to make like the big, maybe like a city ground, a texture, you know, like just cobblestone or like a stone texture that works in like large areas. It doesn't look like shit when it's stretched out and stuff. So I really gotta work on that. But yeah. And then boom, I was like, you know, it looked cool. Initially I was like, ooh, a river, you know, running alongside. And I was like, wait a minute, I'll just have this bitch oceanside. That'd be real fancy. And that was as represented by just me stretching it like 3 more squares at the edge of the table. What we do. Also, again, I gotta praise this so much. See how this illusion of depth, well, it is like water texture, like water trick thingy, right? Where I just copy paste the water on top of the other water and then lower the opacity to halfway. But when you do that, it gives like this really weird, it's hard to look at. So all I gotta do is just get the rotate tool, or the fuck it's called, and then just hold, which I don't know if it's obvious or the game tells you, but just hold control when you're doing any kind of rotating or moving stuff with that tool that's on right now. Just experiment with it. Anyway, hold control and then left click, drag the mouse, and it will actually shift it in increments. So you can get a perfect 180 or a perfect, I don't know, any other degree, 90-degree turn on something, right? So anyway, with the water thing, just do it at 180, and then it looks fucking cool as shit. And then just put it a little bit above the lower like water that way. It's actually has some depth to it. Fucking cool. And I gotta say, I'm jumping all over the place, man. Oh god. Those trees, also really proud of those trees. Give it up to the fucking trees. Thank you. So the trees, right? I was like, again, this is like the map where I was like, motherfucker, I need to just make this stuff go out. I swear, I've severely underestimated my fucking asset making time because that shit ate up a lot of time. Like so many things. You have no idea. Anyway, so those trees is like, you know what? I got to make these things. Make them one time, and then you could use them forever and everything. Whenever you need a tree, whenever you need grass, a pool, you'll always have like the perfect XYZ, right? So I was like, now I have the perfect fucking trees. I don't have any other versions like I don't know, like dead trees or anything like that. That'll come later. But before, to represent trees in my maps, I just use like cubes. I guess they'd be rectangles. I don't know. Just stretched cubes, right? And I was like, okay, that is a tree. You can stand on it easily, and the like the leaves don't obstruct your vision. So boom, you got the fucking tree, right? But my God, when I stumbled across those trees, I was like, gotta have it. That's amazing. That's beyond amazing. So whoever you are who put those trees on that royalty-free image website, you're a fucking king and a half. Anyway, so the way the trees work is that at any angle you look at the tree, you're going to see the tree head on or whatever, right? It's not going to look like shit. Like, well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't think it looks like shit. I think it looks fucking beautiful. I think it works great because what is it? The tree itself, which is another big issue I have with trees, right? Excuse me, is that it? They occupy physical space, so you can't really walk through them and whatnot, right? But with these trees that I made, you can walk through them, no problem. So you can just stand inside of them and say you're in the tree, or right? But I also made it where you can also literally stand and hide up in the branches. So, fuck yeah, boy. Oh, look, another big trick I figured out that if anyone's paying attention and you make maps, please listen to my next words very carefully, right? Because I think if you try and watch the video, it might happen too fast. I don't know. Anyway, so when you put flat planes so low, like under the grid area, and you try and go back and use like the move tool on them, you can't select them with the move tool. You can grab them, you can select them with like the grab tool, but you cannot select them and move them around with the move tool. They're like technically underneath a layer that you can't click through for whatever reason with that one tool. But I had the big brain idea to just get my grubby little fingers on those objects that you cannot reach. Initially, it was just, see how it is right there? See, I just stretched it over the edge of the table, and then once I was ready, I would stretch that final piece flush with the edge of the table. That way I couldn't touch anywhere, right? It was like off limits permanently. It is what it is. If I got to fix it, copy paste it and reset the whole fucking thing, right? But now just get any object. For instance, just get the generic cube. Put it anywhere. I just slap it on top of the thing I'm trying to move that's underneath the plane of no touchy. And then just get the F6. I think it's like the link tool thingy, the chain under flick. Connect the two, but make sure you connect. I don't know if it matters. I think it matters. I don't know. Connect the object you want to move to the cube, and then just with the move tool, select the cube. It selects both things, and then say if you got to stretch it a little more or move it or anything, you fucking can. And then but make sure you also lock the red cube before doing anything. Otherwise, when you unlink them, it'll unlock both, and the plane underneath the grid will just like flip out of control, just like fucking stand straight up. It's fucking annoying. So yeah, lock it too. Make sure everything's locked. Anyway. So yeah, you can just adjust it any way you want, and then fucking when you're done, unlink them, and then throw the fucking cube away in the garbage. Because now you can touch anything you want. That's a trick to remember forever. See, look, see, this is before I let it. Notice, I'm stretching it off the edge of the table like a fucking peasant. This is before I fucking thought of that beautiful trick, because I was like, how do I get at something I can't get at? And for whatever fucking reason, that is a trick. And holy fucking shit. But yeah, look at this shit. I have the fucking paved entryway. I got this little walkway and shit. I think it looks fucking spiffy as hell. I can't get over it. It looks fucking beautiful. And then yeah, man, you got your little hangout area out in the front. So here's another thing, right? Right here. I always have to make double doors from scratch. Well, I said this is like this is the map where I say no more bullshit, no more fucking extra work. So future me can just rest easy knowing I have the perfect doors, the perfect like double doors and shit, right? Yeah, make them the way I want them, and then, I mean, it's a simple fucking fix. I don't know why I didn't think of it until now. But yeah, make them the way you want them. See right here, I pulled them aside, made sure they were perfect, and then just saved them as another door. That way I have the single one saved, and then I have the dual one saved. Just be careful when you link doors like that, I think, because whenever you link two objects, there's like a fucking 90% chance, depending on like which object is just what, that it'll make them like slightly askew and just bend the edges or just completely fuck up their dimensions. Sometimes subtly, sometimes not so subtly. Yeah, I would say don't link them and then save them both together as a double door. That way when you use them for later, right? If you use doors the way I use doors, and you want to save yourself trouble and just slap doors inside walls, that way you don't have to, build a wall, stop, double door, or double door, and then start a new fresh wall, thus creating more assets for yourself, put into the map, and thus decreasing the amount you can have in the future, right? If you want to do that, keep them unlocked that way. And I posted this in a few of my videos, but the trick is select individual doors in my maps and just color them solid black to indicate that they are open. It's as simple as that. And I'm sad to say that I only figured that out myself maybe last month, maybe? Because I was always just like, people will figure it out. Whatever. I'm fucking lazy. I don't want to. Not that I'm lazy. It's like it makes more sense to not put extra assets or extra objects in the map when you don't have to. Just have a one straight line for fucking doors. I've yet to use it in practice while playing the game, but I tried it out and it fucking works beautifully. And then when you're done and you want the door to be closed again, just make it its normal color, solid white, and it puts it right fucking back. And it goes along with the aesthetic of all my windows, or to represent windows in all my maps, or holes or anything, is just a solid black color. So there you go, solid black. It means that it is a hole or something, or it's glass. You can see through it, I debated here heavily, like, should I just put modern day ovens? But I was like, no, that's too far. Don't put fucking modern day ovens in the goddamn D&D kitchen, you slag. But I do want to make like fancy ovens, but I feel like mine are pretty fucking solid, so it's like very low on my list of new assets to make. However, look at that new big silver like cabinet thingy, wardrobe thingy. It's new, and it looks really good. Holy shit, we're only halfway through the fucking video. Okay. There you go, Magic Cold Box. I don't even have a smaller version. It is, yeah, it is not the same one. If you, yeah, see how the handles are lower and stuff? I didn't make that. Someone else made like 2 different versions. It's just fucking dope as shit. So there's like a smaller silver cabinet and then a big one. But yeah, as far as a medieval kitchen goes, I don't know what the fuck to put in the goddamn medieval kitchen. I haven't looked it up, but I think I do all right. Look, I put a fucking sink in there though. Then you ask, why not put a toilet? I don't know. I don't know. I just think I wanted a kitchen to have more shit in it is all. And to have less shit elsewhere, I don't put toilets. You get it? Whatever. So here's where I'm putting like the. See, I'm really big into the whole like the player has to be able to walk there, right? If you're gonna take up a space and sacrifice it for like a cool desk, either go full on. So I had like a little lip stick out. I think in the end I left it there, but yeah, there's a teeny tiny lip sticking out of the front of the coat check or the cloakroom, right? And that's because I tested it by just putting pawns or like figurines base to base, like in each square to simulate like, okay, if this place is jam packed, will people still be able to stand in each space technically, right? And they do. So it's worth it. It worked out really well. And then of course with this one, you can stand like half in the space, but you get a really cool desk effect going on. Sorry if you hear my water bottle. I have it in my hand constantly and fuck you. It's not a permanent thing that I have to drink water so much. It's just like, yeah, I need to. It's a new thing, but it's temporary. Anyway. Oh yeah, the coat check guy's like, you know what? What if I just I put a vault in there? I was like, it's an everything check. You can put your weapons and your valuables and whatever away safely too. That way, it's more legit, you know? Like a no gun day or a no sword day, whatever. Holy shit, what the fuck is happening here? Okay. I was looking for something to talk about in the video and shit was just going fucking nuts. Yeah, make the railings. Yeah. Looking good. Mr. Police Officer still standing there, ready to help me measure sizes of things. Oh look, here's where I'm moving trees aside. I was like, ooh, I want this to be like a secret bench, little nook area, right? The alcoves. Let me tell you about the bloody alcoves. Sorry, I like that movie a lot. What is it called? Wow, In Bruges. I think it's a fucking amazing movie, and I think it partners well with The Guard movie. I watched that movie a lot. I watch movies a lot in general. I'm big into movies. But anyway, only good movies. So, yeah, I finally satisfied myself with the bar because I put in a bunch of shit where if a bartender was standing there, he would have things to grab and slide up on top of the bar. Because before it was just like a solid color and just looked like shit. I don't know if it was by design or what, but Tabletop Simulator is like this specific custom like rectangular table if you look at the big brown wooden edges, they are, for one thing, they sit up higher than being flush with the fucking table itself, which pisses me off because then I have to raise up a texture for the edges and then it's not uniform, but whatever, right? Not the biggest deal. The biggest deal, though, it just bothers me is that if you fucking zoom in and look at the edges, they are like grossly misaligned. It's honestly like, how did you fuck up just a perfect straight line? That's terrifying. It's like these massive gaps of like angular spaces to nothingness. Just you can look straight through on the parts where the table should connect with the big brown parts. But hey, fuck you, right? I only lovingly talk shit because I love this game so much. I use it every day. That's so weird calling this a game because to me it's like more of a tool. I don't know. It's fucking weird. But I guess it's a game, right? That's a game. So The Office, yeah. It was a weird shape, but I was like, you know what? It's fine. I decided I was gonna put like a really sick fucking patio out there. So that patio is fucking cool. I cannot wait to like role play in this map one day. And I don't know. Am I alone when like I see a cool little area to like role play in? And then I'm like, ooh, I want to roleplay there. I don't know what I'm going to do there, but I'm fucking roleplay there and see what happens, right? Same thing happened to me when, this was a lot, right? Long time, like when I was in high school, I would play on like like World of Warcraft private servers, and I would just spend countless hours either role-playing or dressing up my character since you had access to everything, all the clothes and stuff, so I just role play or play dress up. And anyway, so in WoW, you would walk around a major city and, you know, they're usually empty, but they're pretty fleshed out. So like, yeah, you would walk down an alleyway or behind a business or like in a bar and you find like a really cool secret room that doesn't have any vital NPCs in, if any at all. And you're just like, wow, this is a really cozy little cool area. I would like to roleplay here. That doesn't happen to me in real life. And I'm walking around, I'm like, ugh, this place is probably uncleaned. It's the reason why no one comes back here. Disgusting. But in like video games, I'm like, ooh, I can roleplay over here. But it's only in like games where role playing's with other people is like a possibility. Like I don't do that in like I don't know, like single player games, and it's like, oh, this is a neat area anyway, and I move the fuck on. Yeah, I don't know. It's just something always occurs to me when I look at like cool, I don't know, cool areas. They don't necessarily all have to be small either. For instance, that big patio, I would love to roleplay there too. See, there's a 2 square couch I was talking about. See, boom, this is me making the two square couch. I call it a love seat. I think it's, yeah, I'd say it's a love seat, right? What's a love seat? That's the one where it's like, you can sit 2 people on it, but they're going to be uncomfortably close. So they either better be fucking or siblings. Or just comfortable sitting close to another person, I guess. I guess it's just a chair, isn't it? Huh. All right, well, there you go. Could be wrong. Although it is called a love seat, right? Do you have to fuck? I wouldn't fuck. Maybe a little fuck. Some bookcases. Okay, so I put filing cabinets because I was like, fuck, medieval offices. Filing cabinet. Yeah. I'll work on that. I'll Google medieval offices. What the fuck? I'm gonna put more wardrobes, but at that point, it's like, why do you have so many fucking wardrobes, right? But yeah, when in doubt, put a mirror. I pulled out a goddamn like Shadowrun control panel because I couldn't tell what the fuck it was. Only recently have I found out that you should save objects with the image on a specific side of a shape. Because if you notice, some objects that you save, they're just like a black shape or like just, the solid color or whatever the fuck it is. And you're like, what the fuck? I put an image on here. Well, the game doesn't know that it should put the image in the thumbnail for when you're previewing it before you pull it out, right? To load it in. So there's a specific side of like each object that it will recognize and put as like the thumbnail side. So just do some trial and error and find the right side. And then I save a copy of like the correct sided thing in like my root folder of saved object. That way you can just quickly bust it out and then know which side to put your image on. That way when you're previewing it or just thumbing through, you can be like, oh, that is the microwave or the love seat. See, I don't know. I still don't like coffee tables. But then again, coffee tables are okay. It's just I didn't give myself enough room to put a coffee table. That's the reason why. There's not enough room for a coffee table. You need more fucking room. So I also, with this map, I dimmed a lot of stuff. One, because it was just too bright, but then I was like, this should be like a nighttime map. I want the vibes to be chill. I want the player to, just feel relaxed. I also generally like to have my maps dimmer over like the lighting overall, because if I want to be staring at this scene or this map for like long periods of time, not necessarily building it, just like playing in it, I want it to have like not bright colors to blast my eyes out and shit. Ooh, you guys want to know a secret? Not a secret, I guess. Some big trivia, right? The reason why the table is like that green color, like, without, if it's like a blank table and it's one of my tables, it's because I used to play D&D a lot on my pool table, which is like green felt, right? And I was like, what's a really good color that doesn't fucking sting the eyeballs when you look at it? It's like a darkish green, like the pool table. So that is why all my maps have like that green color as the table, because it also looks amazing when you turn on the grid. When you turn off the grid, it looks like garbage. But for whatever reason, it looks fucking amazing, like flat out. Even if you just had to use it flat out. That's why some of my maps, I don't even put like a texture for the floor. I'm like, yeah, this is the floor. You know what I mean? It's the floor. Think of it as what you will, but it looks great as it is now. So, and then here I'm like, I wanted sitting tables, but I was like, no, there's not enough room to have a lot of people around the cool water. So I was like, no. Give them standing tables and, yeah, standing tables. And then I was going to put like square tables around the edges as well, but I ended up deciding against that as well. I was like, nah, fuck that shit too, because it takes up so much fucking space. So I just put these really cool couch setups near the doors. I put fucking couches where the tables were. Yeah, fuck tables. Bitch. Couches are just fucking nicer anyway, so. It's freaky to watch that water spin in fast motion. I guess it's a good thing I didn't make it spin too fast, because that looks like shit. But I think the effect works really well as far as like flowing water. At least I would hope. It does for me. So bottom line, I'm making the maps for me, but I'm also making them public for all to enjoy. But yeah, if I'm happy with it, then yeah. And the nice thing is you can always go and change the map yourself. I had that thought recently, actually. So what if hypothetically someone took my maps and re-uploaded them and didn't change anything? What would I do? What can I do? Do I care? I don't know. If they credit me, I don't give a fuck. But if they don't and they're just saying, yeah, I made this, I'll probably just be like, that's not cool. But I'd probably make a big stink about it. Because, I'll let them know that I know and be like, that's fucked up, dude. Maybe make your own maps and I'll use your maps, because if they're at least somewhat quality like mine, that would be preferable, because then I could use them, you know what I mean? And I'll credit you every time I do, because if someone else made maps like this, I would be fucking so happy, because then I have a lot less shit to do. So yeah, don't be disappointed when if you're ever watching like my D&D or any kind of role-playing game series on the channel, and like some of the maps are pretty bare bones, because I'm fucking planning out a whole campaign around people on, like, I don't know, I can't think of the right word right now, but you know, basically from session to session, I you know, if things are gonna change or if locations are gonna change or plans change straight up, I'm like, oh, you guys wanna go over here? I don't have any maps made for that, but I have 3 or 4 good ideas for different areas that you could potentially go to. Let me crank them out real quick on, like, you know, between games when I'm planning and stuff, and you know, we'll have that ready to go. The thing is, it's like, yeah, I made 5 maps, but they're not as high quality as this, because these take like days. The nice thing is, though, is that if I like the map or whatever, like this one, I'll come back and be like, this is a cool map, I'm gonna make it better, and boom, I spiraled out of control. Because I keep telling myself every time I make a map, I'm like, okay, last map took me fucking forever. Not that I'm complaining, I'm just like, I should just try making a smaller map, you know, something not so complex. That way I can maybe make like 2 small maps, but really nice maps. But then I keep fucking going overboard and making like these really big over the top maps. And believe me, I'm overjoyed. It's just like, damn it, you've said you were gonna fucking make a small map. That way, you know, it's a very quaint, small map. You fucked up. But that's okay. Well, I think I'm really fortunate this map happened, because yeah, like I said before, so many new assets at my disposal now, and new ideas. So excited. Oh, the bushes, right? Those are new. And again, this is like the wish list of asset making map, right? Because I was like, fuck me, I've always wanted a good bush. Usually I just use like a green cube and just stretch the cube to my desired size, right? But I was like, no, this has got to be perfect. I want a fucking really nice bush. And oh my god, it turned out so well. Turned out so fucking well. And like when I make a castle, because I still want to make more areas for the castle I have released now. Like I want to just make a full map that's just a garden and just make this really big, really, really cool fucking, royal garden that you can just fuck around in. That'd be so cool. But I'm kind of burnt out on like the castle right now. On top of the fact that I won't lie, I'm making maps for the campaign that I'm currently on the channel. So it's like, but they get it a fucking hand. This one shouldn't have taken that long and shouldn't be this big. But now I can see, and now I can't use the fucking map because I need to make it revolve around something more consequential than just going to a place to meet a guy for 10 minutes in game and then dip. I could just do it and then reuse it and be like, this is a different place. But I don't know. I don't like that. I'll just probably make a simple map. And then, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, man. The front gate. I don't know why I was trying to use this door. It looks fucking hideous. I think I was just waiting until a better idea came into my head, so I just kept fucking with it. And then I was like, ooh, you know what would be good? Not this door, but and it makes sense. The fucking gates that came with the actual fence that I have. So, yeah. Big time. And yeah, I just put them in the brick wall thingy, so. And they look fucking great. I get so lucky that they stretch nice. They stretch so nice. They stretch really fucking nice. But yeah, man. And the grid. I need to remember that trick too. Just turn your grid a vibrant color. Excuse me. It's a lot of water I've been drinking. It's making my throat make funny noises. Yeah, man. Oh, it's so good. When you spend all day gridding, just looking at like a grid, trying to make things line up with a grid, you gotta fucking make sure you can see the grid. And then I was like, ooh, fancy trees along the property line. Yay. Bust that shit out. Yeah, this texture also worked really well because initially this texture was like a wall texture, but then I was like, you know what? I made it go head to head with a different texture for like the walkway path thingies, right? This one beat it out by a mile. It looks so goddamn good. I think I even used this texture for look, this is what I was talking about. Attaching a brick to an untouchable object so you can shift it around and stuff, and then boom, the blue brick is gone. Fuck off brick. Anyway, forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, walkway, right? I was gonna lead into something else, but I fucked up. I fucked up bad. Oh well, fuck it, as they say. Look at me making sure you can walk through it, because that's really, really important. You gotta be able to actually walk figurines through areas that you make. If you cannot walk there, fuck you. And ideally, you don't want to have to make the player have to shrink their character size if you can help it. I'm guilty of that on maybe 2 specific spots out of all my maps. And even then, you don't have to shrink if you don't want to. What I would suggest and what I would do is just lock the character and then move them with the move tool. But possibly that is because I spend thousands of hours using the move tool. So it's like a flick of the wrist to me. You know, I know the fucking shortcut and then just blah, 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 done. That's kind of the thing that bothers me is that I may be fucking stupid, but I don't know how to unbind or rebind the tools shortcuts. Like right now they're like F1, F2, all the way through whatever, right? I don't see an easy way without having to probably go through a bunch of config files or some bullshit and like change the fucking blah, 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 blah to customize the shortcuts because I'm sure it's fucking doable. It's just like I don't want to have to go through the files and like do that. I'd rather not. It's like because it's a fucking basic thing. When you make a video game where you got to press a button to do an action, you give the user the ability to customize said button to a different button. It's just frustrating because I've been wanting to rebind those keys for years. Oh, here's the little hidden bench, right? I put a fucking, like, I put a small cabinet in the bush because I was like, oh yeah, it's like a romantic little spot. And then, like, you could put, like, I don't know, something cool in there, like something refreshing or like a keepsake, right? I thought it looked nice. And then I tried putting, like, a wine cabinet in there. And I was like, wait a minute. I had to stop myself. I was like, okay, stop putting alcohol within arm's reach of every fucking area. Like, holy shit, make them go to the bar. Holy fuck, dude. There's like just alcohol fucking everywhere. And it's funny because it's in a goddamn bush. Yeah, the bush alcohol. Oh, look, here's me testing what looks better. Stretched out couches to like 4 or 5 squares or using like 2, yeah, like the love seat couches just side by side. And wouldn't you fucking know it, it looks better when you just put the couches side by side and not stretch them to fuck. So there's me looking, I go, yeah, this looks good. I just flipped that shit. And bam, bam, bam. There it is. It's talking about where you hold control and then just do a perfect 180 on that motherfucker. You gotta readjust everything. Put the cop. See, you gotta make sure that people can walk side by side through this bitch with the couches, because you know you never know with objects. They always have like sometimes that hidden lip that you can't see. Gotta double check. And check I did. And put some carpets outside the patio. You fucking idiot! If it rains, carpets are fucked. But don't think about that. I just thought about that right now. But it looks nice. It breaks up all that color of the floor. So, just don't think about it. Oh yeah, my little waterfalls. I was like, I know I want to use these again for something. I don't want to touch the spinning ones because they make me nervous. Because if I touch the spinning ones, I know it's stupid. It's a stupid fear. But it's like, ooh, if I touch the spinning ones in any way, aside from trying to adjust their speed, I might break them. I don't want to break them. There's like delicate little spinning ballerinas. Not the case, but yeah. I was like, okay, I'll just save the raw versions that aren't attached to anything over here on the side of the table. Well, and then here's me like putting grass where I didn't need grass to be, right? Like I'm wasting like see, look, I think I figured it out. Yeah, look, I deleted it, put the red cube, I stretched the grass from the other side to that side. But look, ooh, where's the red cube? I don't like that red cube being there. Get that fucking red cube out of there. Where is it? Where is it? I had to shift the wall sideways and then go underneath it and delete it. Cause fuck that shit. I'm not having sloppy work like leaving a goddamn red cube underneath the patio. That's just bullshit. Plus, you know, it's an extra thing that's not being seen. So it's like I could put an extra couch, but instead I have a hidden red cube somewhere. I must say that fucking fire is so good. I guess you can see the fire is fucking cool. That doesn't say fucking fire, weren't you, you piece of shit? No. Bad joke. Oh, I'm getting loopy. It's late. Past my bedtime. I'm trying to go to bed early, wake up early, and start work early. This is also work for me as well, aside from work. So treat it like a work, right? You gotta work, dedicated time. Takes a lot of energy too. I noticed that, man. I'm like, when I'm making these maps, man, like my fucking feel mentally exhausted and just like because my brain's going a million miles a minute when I'm making these maps. Like, holy shit, that is a fucking workout, man. The brain's having to think about what will look cool. Yeah, and then I had a hard time figuring out like what formation on one of the couches up here, but I think I settled on like this one because I didn't want too many couches up here. Oh, and then I brought that motif back, dude. The fucking pink salmon tile. Salmon tank. Salmon Hank. They're putting salmon in the tacos. I wanted to make it to where people can still see the fire from behind the little like waist high wall, but also have a little bit of privacy from each other, you know? So well, it worked out. Oh, look, see, boom. Now I have like this big fucking circle fountain, right? Came out of nowhere. Again, like I mentioned before, it's because I went to test it out and I don't record that because I just don't know how long it's going to be. And it's like, I don't know why I don't record it. Maybe a part of my brain's like, no one needs to see me fucking testing how to make a fucking intricate like goddamn fountain, because that would, and it would be boring to watch because, or maybe not, I don't know. I'll record the next one, I guess. But yeah, it's literally just me sitting there like trying this one way, it breaks. Trying it this way, it breaks. Trying it this way, it breaks, you know? And then it's like, and then once I fucking figure it out, see, look, here's me like, no, the hot tub broke for some reason. Like, why did the hot tub break? I don't understand. If it breaks again, I'm replacing it with a better hot tub. So please let me know if you're hearing this. If that hot tub gives you trouble when you like load the map or whatever, just let me know. I'll fucking fix it. I'll take it out and put a cool hot tub like this fountain. You can walk around it seamlessly. Nothing hidden will bounce you off of it. Anyway, so yeah, I just didn't want people to see, for whatever reason, me just fucking workshopping how to make a cool fountain, because in the end it might, that's why because it might not work and I might just have to abandon the idea. And I was like, well, no one wants to fucking see footage of me abandoning the idea. But then again, I could just edit it out and, you know, just dump it and say, oh yeah, didn't work out. But then if it did, I could fucking use the footage. So I guess there's your answer. Me, just go ahead and record the next time you have like a weird bit. Look. See how the water's like flat like that? Whenever I like load the map, because a big test is when you're fucking with objects who shouldn't be moved in certain ways. It doesn't like, and like finicky objects, is save the object. Like do it right, save the map, and then load the map. And when you reload the map, you know, everything has to refresh and then go back to what it was told to be. And if it doesn't like its last place of being, it will fucking freak out and make a really fucked up shape, right? So that's what you do. You make a load test. But check it out, right? I'm paranoid, so sometimes I quit to the main menu and do like a completely, see right now, don't look at the screen if you want to avoid spoilers, although you're not seeing much, and anyway, whatever. You have no context for these places half the time anyway. It doesn't matter, I shouldn't even brought it up. I didn't edit it out because I literally can't be fucked, and it would just take too much effort to goddamn go through and like edit out a fast forward of it. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So yeah, make a fresh load. Go to the main menu, then reload it. This is what I did. I reloaded the whole thing. Sure enough, it's still fucked up. But then I was like, okay, you know what? I know the problem. Done. Figured it out. And guess what? It's what I had mentioned earlier. When you link things together, it gets bucky. So The reason why is because the water on the bottom that's like opaque, that was linked to the fountain. So what you gotta do is whenever you're trying to do things important style, like intricate, weird things that probably shouldn't be bent the way they are, do not have them linked to another object that is also not meant to be bent that way. Because when you load the map, it will fuck up bad. So just unlink them. That's what I did. I just unlinked them, and now they're all just their own object sitting the way I put them manually. And yeah, and then it worked out great. I got that beautiful water falling effect. It's what you get when you there's that red cube under the table. It's what you get when you fucking stretch a token or whatever, like an object. A weird way, you know. It's because it's the texture over the side where there shouldn't be like a flat texture, so it's just stretching the fuck out of it. So I was like, you know what would look fucking lit? Fucking waterfall, take like a waterfall not texture, but like I can't think of the right word. It escapes me. I want to say illusion, but it's not illusion. It's like a effect, I guess. You know, it's a water falling effect. Yeah, I'm super proud of that, because it's like a massive. This map gave me so many fucking breakthroughs of just like amazing things that I just figured out in the game. I'm like, holy shit! Now I have this really dope waterfall effect I can just throw around now. Fucking bitchin', dude. And then I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm putting trees there. Okay, so trees. Bad thing is like I'm drinking so much water, so I have to piss really bad. And I could just pause the video and come back and you wouldn't know the difference, but I don't want to get the fuck up because right now I'm kind of, I wouldn't say I'm trapped, but I'm stuck at my desk. I really can't leave. I mean, I can, but it would just be a pain in the ass. So yeah, these bushes, right? They're hedges. I don't know. I was gonna put a hedge maze back here. Then I was like, ooh, I'm fucking tired and this build is being finished today. What if I put a big, nice fountain? Sure enough, the fountain was a better choice, because I think a maze would do better if it was just its entire own like, you know, entire own map. It's just like the maze, and that way you can load up the maze for whatever reason. It doesn't be attached to this weird tavern bar thingy. But yeah, you can totally tell the fucking fountain just comes out of nowhere. It's like, okay, this all makes sense. Yeah, it's like a really cool chill hangout bar, and then it's like, bam, you get a fucking massive mountain back here. But I think I blended it together pretty well when I put the water coming around, so that way like the central focus of like water on this map is even more exemplified and really brought to focus. It's like, yeah, guess what? Fucking bridge over fucking water, dude. And then water surrounds the fountain. Just pretend the bushes are on like, you know, a stone thingy, or they're just in the water. Fuck off. And then check it out. Look, I figured out a way to because usually when you fucking stretch shapes that have like tokens, they get all fucky when you reload them, and even when you just stretch them, they just like rubber band back to their usual size. But I remember what I did, but I figured out a way to stretch those motherfuckers, right? So they are now, see, look, I have like a texture for stairs. They're no longer like solid colors. Look at that. Another fucking breakthrough. Another breakthrough. I have textured stairs now. That's amazing. Yeah. And then I put like a lot of work into this, but then I ended up like taking off a lot of these railings. I was like, fuck these railings, these don't belong there. So look, I double checked. Yeah, everything loaded in back fine. The fountain looks good, still looks good. So woo. Yeah, I was like, dude, I'm having water right here. So excited about the water. I don't know. I got so excited about this last part of this build, dude. I was like vibrating with excitement on just how cool this is gonna look when I was done with it. I was like, man, I'm so excited that I had that thought to do this. Fuck, yes. Oh yeah, I was wondering why I didn't do that. Why, like, I stretched the railing on one side, but not just straight up through. I think because it would look ugly if I put the railing underneath the bridge. I think it would look ugly, so I didn't do it. I'm surprised I talked so long throughout this thing. Man, I had chicken today. It was fucking delicious, dude. Holy shit. Rice, like white rice. I think it was steamed rice. Is that what they got? I don't know. It was fucking delicious. Holy shit. I can't get over that. Anyway. Man, today's been a really good day. Jesus Christ. If you watched the last video where I'm commentating, I sound like I got a stick up my ass. And I don't know. I think I wasn't even having a bad day. I think I was just like, I was just in a mood, I guess. I don't even know, man. But whatever, dude. Today's a good day. I'm fucking got bushes and shit. It's fucking A1 type shit right here. Yeah, I spent a lot of time with these bushes because when you were aligning stuff to the grid and you have such a bright color nearby, if you leave any fucking like little spaces between that you don't notice initially or normally, yeah, that shit shines through bad. And the thing is though, it's like you would only notice that if you looked at the bushes from a certain angle. But I made sure to check the bushes to make sure that, say, if people are RPing or using the map, whatever the fuck, right? If the camera is at a certain angle next to the bush, would they see that fucking water, right? Checking for gaps. And sure enough, they would have, but I fixed it. Hopefully I got them all. Pretty sure I did. God, I can't get over that water. I'm so glad I got to use that water depth effect so much in this map. I had to fucking flex it. What can I say? I had to fucking show you how goddamn good it looks. All the fucking time. It's fucking amazing, dude. I can't get over it. Oh yeah, check it out, right? So when you put the water like that, I guess, and then well, I guess it's really hard to tell because it's so fast, but like basically the top and bottom, or I guess all the edges, similar to how you that waterfall effect, you know? There's no way see, look right there. There's no way like a texture could look good like that. So what tripped me out was that when the shape was like connecting with other shapes, it wouldn't be flush because I'm fucking stupid and I thought water should blend with water, but it's because it's still a shape with a picture on it. So it's like it's not. Plus the opacity is down on all the top layers, so you're gonna see that solid sheer face, of like scrambled or like liney texture, right, on that one surface. I had to get over that, but it just tripped me the fuck out. So if you notice that, I don't think there's a really way to fix that if you're trying to keep that water effect. And I wouldn't worry about it. It's not really a big deal. It's literally just something so minuscule that I was like, but then I was like, okay, fuck it. Oh yeah, look. And then I put like, because the top layer of water to add depth, the like half opacity water has to sit up high, right? So like, okay, well, I'll just make like little ankle high walls all around the water. That way it looking tip top and shit. And it doesn't look really weird. And technically the water would be splashing everywhere, but with the little tiny walls, they do not. Or I mean, it wouldn't, whatever. Plus, I think it looks really good. And like I said before, I checked it with the little character. You can stand next to it perfectly fine, so it's not going to take up real estate as far as being in a square. So, gotta say, it looks fucking good. I need more water. Oh, I should stop drinking water. Oh, fuck. they're at the dilemma right now where it's like, I gotta piss so bad, but I also want to drink water so bad. But I know even the thought of drinking water makes you want to not drink water. Anyway, now it's getting exciting. 9 minutes left. Race against the clock. Gotta piss. Although this part's not really too great. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I wanted to put benches here, right? But I didn't want to put too many benches because I think having the big open space is like fucking dope. It's perfect. I didn't want to put two. Look, I put like two in the corners. Like, no. That's enough. No more benches. And then I was like, just figured out like, ooh, what's this area for? Ooh, put a barbecue. Fucking barbecue area, right? See, now if I had that fucking barbecue grill made, I would be set. But I didn't make it. Tell you what, if I make... No, because this area ended up looking really nice. I'm not going to come back and change it. But, damn. That barbecue idea would be so good. And it's not like any really one idea is like too hard to do. It's like when I set my mind to it, it's like I usually think of a solution immediately. But it's just the fact that it takes up so much time to go and make the asset and, you know, bring it into reality. It's like I need to just keep working on this map. But just keep building. I already got something that can kind of do that, so boom, just use that instead. But I think the only time like when I have to like go out of my way to really make those new assets, like I said before, is just like, okay, if this map is like a barbecue centric map, well, I gotta have fucking barbecue grills. So maybe my next map will be that's kind of weird. How do you make that? I guess I could make like a house and then just put like a backyard and be like, yeah, look, this is the little backyard barbecue. Not centric as far as the map goes, but I built the map so I could put a barbecue pit. Because where else would you put the goddamn barbecue pit? Like what? I don't know, like any businesses aside from stupid restaurants where you would need like barbecue. I guess if I make like a Walmart I could put barbecue pits out front near the street. I don't know. But I'm not going to do that. Although I should and eventually will make like a super center, like super store. Could you imagine how fucking big that would be? That would be fucking incredibly huge. That's an undertaking right there. Holy fucking shit. You know what's cool though, right? Speaking of that, right? So like when I'm about to like, I'm not even trying to like make myself look cool, right? But when I was making this map and I was like in the last 10 minutes of the build, I was just so excited to build something else. Not that I was like bored or tired of this map. I was just like, this map's almost done. I cannot wait to build like I forgot what I thought of them initially, but I was like, yeah, I want to build this now. You know, and just go fucking build that. It's like, fuck off, right? Oh, can't wait to build again. Fuck. I'm so excited. I want to build again. I feel like a fucking serial killer. I built last night. Oh no, I built last night. And I'll build again tomorrow. Although I think with this one, technically it's a day off because I finished this map and released it like today, right? And then I spent the rest of the day just kind of not even relaxing. I was fucking doing a lot of physical work in my room, trying to get it ready. And then technically though a break because I wasn't on the computer, so it's a good break for me. Probably get a little exercise, you know. Yeah, so it was a good day. I think that and then it was a good day. I think I only need like one, not even a full day really to relax because during the morning I was like still prepping the map for upload to the workshop, so I had to do a little bit of extra work, taking screenshots and some of that. But otherwise, yeah, it was pretty much a free day. And then as far as working on maps, but yeah, and then I swear to God, when tomorrow comes around, I want to just make more. I want to get back to it. I want to make more maps. I want to work on the next map. I really like making maps. And this funny thing is like this channel is not solely a map making channel. It just is temporarily until reasons I'll explain later. I can't explain right now. Come to pass and I can explain that, but for the time being, I'll gonna stay afloat making maps and putting them out. I mean, I'm gonna do that regardless. Like once things go back into full swing with the channel and I could like record, sessions of D&D, edit them, make them real nice, you'll see me, because I'm still gonna make maps, so you'll see me putting out maps, just not so often, I guess. But you best believe that I've gotten way better now at making maps, some of that, so like I'm gonna be doing that probably more frequently than what you think. Super, super excited for that. Cannot fucking wait. Oh yeah, look, so that little covered patio, hopefully that comes across, is that it's like an outdoor pool table area, but then like, little sticks means that it's like covered. Excuse me. And then, yeah. I think it turned out beautifully, honestly. It's like, okay, cool, you can go play pool outside. Whoa. And then I just like slap trees down everywhere. I don't know if it's a new feature or not, but like in Tabletop Simulator, when you copy paste something, maybe I'm just going crazy. Sometimes it doesn't keep the correct height at which you copied it from when you paste it, right? So, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just going crazy. But anyway, so I was just like, wow, this is really nice and easy. I was just copying and pasting all these fucking trees. And the nice thing about my trees is that you don't need to align them to a specific square, like my old trees, which were literally fucking cubes that you would have to put in a square. You wouldn't have to, but, well, yeah, you would, because then otherwise it would take up like a, off-centered cube. You'd be like, well, shit, fuck, now I'm down 3 fucking cubes because I put it in the wrong, it's not lined up with the fucking cube, right? Or a 5-foot square. So, my trees can float anywhere, as I'm trying to say, is that you can fucking put those bitches anywhere. Fucking anywhere, right? Put them anywhere. You can fucking put them anywhere. You can put the fucking trees anywhere, dude. You can put the fucking trees anywhere you want, because guess what? It doesn't take up a fucking physical space and block your goddamn movement and shit, right? Fucking great. I love those trees to death. Put some paintings. I think I'm almost done. Oh yeah, I'm doing like last minute check. Boom, yay. Okay, so 17 hours, 26 minutes, 15 seconds, and that's grossly underestimated time making assets. 8 hours is bullshit, but hey, I was being generous. I'm not generous, I was being modest maybe? I don't know. Can't think of the right word right now. I have to piss and I have to go to bed. But my God, must I say, this map, look at this map. Fucking beautiful. I hope you download this map and I hope you get to play in it and have sex in the love couches and play in the fountain and shit. And I don't know, anything else, dude. Go swim in the pool, fucking dunk your head, touch the fire. Seriously, it's fucking cool. Get it in ya. Get it up ya. Get that map, dude. Like and subscribe. Smash the fucking bell. Goddamn, leave a comment. What maps would you like to see built? You let me know. I don't know if I could build them, but I like ideas. And you never fucking know. I might just bust it out. You never fucking know. Anyway, I might end up talking over the other thing. Anyway, thank you for watching. My name is Eric. I hope to see you in the next one. Maybe some music will cut in. Aha. Bye.